And welcome to the Sweater Weather Readathon vlog. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't believe the week is actually here for the readathon. I feel like I've been waiting for October literally all year long. It's just my favorite time of year, spooky season, especially for books and cozy reads, spooky reads. I'm so excited that this readathon is actually here now. So technically the readathon started yesterday and I didn't really do anything. I did read half a book, which was really good. But I just worked yesterday and I didn't think that would be interesting enough to vlog. So we are starting the vlog on a Friday afternoon. I just got off work. I'm gonna run through the books real quick in case you're not familiar with the readathon at all and you're like, okay, what is this readathon and this whole vlog thing about? I am gonna go through the books real quick and let you guys know what I'm doing with the different prompts and how I'm fulfilling those with all the books that I chose. So the first book I chose is 13 Witches, which covers the prompt for orange on the cover. It's mainly yellow, but you know, we can get away with orange. This is like a middle grade fantasy book. I have read a little bit over half yesterday on audio, so we're getting off to a great start. And then we have pick a book that has a fall word in the title. I chose In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, just because you use a knife to carve a pumpkin. I didn't really want to choose anything with witch again. I was trying to find a book for all of the prompts. So for fall word in a title, I chose this thriller that everyone has been talking about, literally everyone. So I had to pick it up. Plus thrillers I can get through pretty quickly. So I'm going to be starting this today. And then I also have a book in a format that I typically don't read in. So I chose a graphic novel because this is the least amount of, I guess, format that I do read in. Because I also read a lot of manga, but I feel like I read more manga than graphic novel. I chose Seance Tea Party, which is this cute middle grade graphic novel. It looks a little Halloweenish, a little spooky with a little ghost on there, so I thought it would be perfect. And then a book that takes place during the fall season. I chose The Nature of Witches because this actually takes place in all 4 seasons of the year. It's like a young adult fantasy book and it's fall vibes all around, so definitely planning to get to this one. And last but not least, we have a cozy backlist title, so something that hasn't been published this year. I chose Pan's Labyrinth. I've heard so much about it. I've heard everyone say that they love the movie, and this has been sitting on my shelf for ages, so I was like, you know what? We're just gonna do it. The audiobook is only 6 hours long, and there's so much illustration and fun things to look at, so this is my TBR. I'm hoping to get through it this week. So as you can see, I'm in the parking lot somewhere. I actually decided just to run over here to Barnes & Noble after work because I have kind of a busy weekend. There's a possibility that I might have family coming over tomorrow, but we're also gonna go see the new Dune movie tonight, which I have been waiting all year for that. Honestly, that's like the only movie I really cared to see, especially in theater this year. So my husband got us tickets for that tonight, but right now we're just going to browse in Barnes & Noble, but more specifically, I just want to be able to sit for a couple hours and hopefully knock out some reading. Don't really know if that's gonna happen because I always get so distracted in Barnes & Noble, and even right now someone's pulling in beside me. So awkward. But anyways, I hope I don't get distracted in there. I don't need to spend any money, but I'm planning to get myself my first pumpkin spice latte or a pumpkin chai of the season. Literally have not had any pumpkin drinks yet this fall, and it's about time. And I'm hopefully going to start this thriller that I'm actually planning to read with Lauren from Lauren Love Reads. She picked this book up as well, and we were both like, why don't we just buddy read it together? So really excited for that. I feel like buddy reads keep me motivated and keep me going, so that is what we're planning to do this afternoon. It has been such a long time since I have read, honestly. I think I've read maybe 4 books in the past 2.5 months. It's just been such a slow reading year for me, so I'm really hoping that this readathon kicks my butt into high gear. Let's grab the book, grab my bag, and let's go head into Barnes & Noble. Friends, so I am back. I unfortunately read maybe 2 pages of this. I was just really distracted, mostly by these 2 ladies, like these older ladies that were like gossiping, and I don't know. It was so entertaining, I couldn't help but listen, so did not get that much done, but I drank half my coffee and it was just really relaxing. Whenever I go into Barnes & Noble, it's like this really calming, relaxing environment. I don't know what it is, but I did pick up a very cool looking graphic novel called Grimoire Noir, I believe. My friend Kendall, who works at a Barnes & Noble, she sent me a picture of this one day and she's like, this looks like something that you would enjoy. So I decided to pick it up. It has some very dark, interesting artwork. Honestly, the artwork isn't really anything that I would be drawn to typically or pick up, but the story sounds really interesting. Bucky Orson is a bit gloomy, but who isn't at 15? His best friend left him to hang out with way cooler friends. His dad is the town sheriff, and wait for it, he lives in Blackwell, a town where all the girls are witches. But when his little sister is kidnapped because of her extraordinary power, Bucky has to get out of his own head and go on a strange journey to investigate the small town that gives him so much grief. In the process, he uncovers his town's painful history and a conspiracy that will change it forever. It's a magical story of coming to terms with your own flaws and working past them to protect those near to you. This just sounds really good. Like, it sounds hard-hitting, but it also sounds really, I don't know, really entertaining, really spooky for this time of year. So I have a feeling I'm probably gonna read this really soon. A graphic novel, once again, I have not seen many people talk about. I was planning to do a little 24-hour readathon starting tomorrow night and going through Sunday evening before work again on Monday. So I'm hoping to do some more like reading sprints and a lot more hardcore reading with this physical book later. I am going to continue to get my weekend started and go get my Chipotle.
Alright, so I have a question. Who knows how to pull a pig? Alright, so on 3, I'm gonna need you to give me your best. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Do I hear a call?
So as you can tell, it is much later. I have not read a single thing today, and it is about 6:30 or 7 o'clock, obviously from this darker lighting situation, so apologies if it's darker. I ended up going to a place called Denver Downs, which is in my state, and it's basically a huge farm where they have a pumpkin patch, a petting zoo, great concession stands, and overall just like a great fall atmosphere place to hang out. I just felt like doing that and getting out of the house today, and it was really nice to just spend some time with my friend. We really needed that, just to get away from life and stressors. And anyways, it was very fun. I probably didn't get a lot of footage from it, but we did a corn maze, and it's really hot here, so we were like drenched by the time we got out. But anyways, today's vlog has been a little bit of a hot mess because, once again, woke up today, basically went straight there, came back, showered, and I'm just now going to grab some coffee and figure out what I want to read. So I think what I'm planning on doing, so I feel like I've actually made some, progress in this readathon, is I think I'm going to pick up Seance Tea Party tonight. I think it's going to keep me awake. That being said, I decided I'm going to do a 24-hour readathon starting tonight until tomorrow night because I really need to get cracking. The weekend is the only time I can really get a lot of physical books read. I did finish 13 Witches, but I feel like I will update you guys later when I have some more thoughts on that. So hopefully this will be book number 2. And then this will be book number 3, hopefully. The audiobook is literally only 6 hours long, so I'm praying that on 2 times speed I could possibly get this done tonight. I do really want to start In Her Dreams though, so I may end up reading 3 books at the same time. I don't know. Anywho, that is where we are in life right now. Not doing so hot on the reading. Again, life has just been busy, but I'm ready to crack down, maybe take like a 15-minute power nap, and hopefully stay up really late tonight, see how long I can last. I really don't know how long I'll be able to last, but I do want to try to finish 2 books somehow tonight. So, without further rambling, let's just go ahead and dive into some reading.
There
welcome to day 4 of the Sweater Weather Readathon. I cannot believe it is day 4 already. Where has the time gone? We are already halfway through basically. So I thought I would go ahead and check in with you guys because last night I didn't at all. My 24-hour readathon is going okay-ish. Not really. I said I was gonna do a 24-hour readathon, and last night I did make some good reading progress, not to the point where I wanted to be, but I'll catch you up in a second. I ended up getting a really awful headache around 1 o'clock last night and really nauseated as well, and I was like, you know what? Tomorrow is a brand new day. I do not need to force myself and stay up and end up getting sick for the rest of the week. So just decided to go ahead and go to bed at 1 last night. And then this morning I had to do some housekeeping things. I still had to take a couple pictures for the readathon for Instagram. I got up this morning. It was really cool outside and I was so excited. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go outside, get dressed, take my photo for the day, and just take like a cool, crisp autumn walk, and that was perfect for my soul. I really needed that, and also just to wake myself up, still feeling kind of sluggish this morning. And I took some photos, and then as you saw, I made some pumpkin bread, which was amazing, by the way. I am dairy free, so I usually have to substitute eggs for applesauce when I bake, and it turned out just fine. It's from Trader Joe's. I feel like you can't go wrong with Trader Joe's. So yeah, it is now 2 o'clock. I've been sitting here reading. I did just finish the Seance tea party, so I'm going to tell you guys what I thought of that. But technically, I have until 7 or 7:30 to finish out the 24-hour readathon. But this, you guys, it got me. I did not think a graphic novel could get me the way this got me. I was tearing up. There's a portion or like a part near the end that just talks about when you're young and you have like magic and you don't want to grow up. But then they talk about how when you're old, you still have that magic, but in different ways. And you just have to remember that it's there. And oh my gosh, I started tearing up. It was so good, you guys. It's not only great for spooky season, obviously with all the artwork, but just the overall like ghost themes in this was just absolutely perfection. I'm obsessed. I love this. Everyone needs to read this. It has so many good lessons in it. The characters are so cute, so humorous. The little girl is like obsessed with ghosts and spooky things, and I just love it so much. Oh my gosh, definitely 5 stars. And then I did actually make it to the halfway point of Pan's Labyrinth. I was trying to finish this last night because the audiobook is 6 hours total. 2 times speed is only 3 hours, but I have 3 hours and 15 minutes left, which is technically an hour and a half left of reading this, and it is so bizarre and strange. I absolutely am loving the part of Ophelia and discovering like this magical world and these creatures, but the other part is her mother's expecting a child and she's remarrying this captain guy named Vidal, and he's just an awful man. He just doesn't care about people, and I'm not really sure what the plot of him being like an awful person, I'm not really sure where that's going, and I find it a lot more boring, and I just want to know more about like these forest fairies and these weird creatures. Yeah, I'm liking it, but there's just something about it that's throwing me off. So I don't know what it is, but I did find the movie on Netflix, which is perfect because I didn't want to have to pay to rent it. I would have, but you know. I'm gonna watch that later tonight, probably, you know, after 7 o'clock when my 24-hour readathon is finished. And yeah, I'm just really interested to compare the two. So many creepy vibes. I mean, look at this guy. Like, oh my gosh, that's the thing of nightmares right there. I mean, eyeballs for hands, I just don't understand. So yeah, I basically have half of this left, so an hour and a half, and then I need to read this book and also The Nature of Witches, which is somewhere. I don't know where it is, but The Nature of Witches is a 9-hour audiobook, so I could literally fly through that in 2 days while I'm at work, so probably Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday and Tuesday, but this is my biggest physical read, and it is about, it is a little over 300 pages, which is not bad at all. I'm going to be focusing a lot on this today after I finish this. That's the plan for the day. We are just going to be reading all afternoon, eating some pumpkin bread, watching a movie later tonight, and just making the most of our weekend. crunching in that reading while we can. So another thing that's super exciting is I'm actually going to a Michael Bublé concert Wednesday night, which isn't great timing. That is the last day of the readathon, but I got these tickets from my sister for my birthday in 2020 or 2019, something like that. I can't remember, back in January, and they have kept bumping and bumping the date because of COVID. So it's finally happening on Wednesday and we're finally going together, and I'm so excited. So kind of puts a big kink in my reading plans as well. So I'm just trying to stay ahead. I'm confident that I'll be able to finish all of my books, but you know, there's always that little bit of doubt that just starts to creep in, but we're gonna try our best. That's it for my update. I will let you guys know either tonight what I thought of the movie, hopefully, or tomorrow when I get the chance, when I get back from work. Real quick though, while I'm sitting here, I completely forgot that I got a Sips By box in for October. I have not looked inside it yet, so I thought I would do a little unboxing with you guys. I'm really in the mood for another cup of tea, so this is perfect. I'm not collaborating with them and I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I just thought I would share this with you guys. I am really hoping and praying there is like a pumpkin tea in here or something super fall. If you guys aren't familiar with Sips By, it's basically like a monthly subscription that you pay a fee and you take this test or this quiz that tells them your favorite types of teas, kind of like your taste that you have, a specific taste or things that you might be looking for. So you always get this little cheat card that has, you know, the brand and the flavors for each one. And then it also always comes with these reusable, actually, I've never reused these, but they're basically just little like tea bags for loose leaf tea. I love these. I actually take these with me to work and I use them quite often there. Usually comes with those two things and then 4 different kinds of tea. So let's see what we have. So the first one we have here is by David's Tea. I love David's Tea, so I'm sure this is amazing. It's just peachy, juicy, sweet, and refreshing. So inside it says apple, peach flavoring, sweet blackberry leaves, peach, sweet blackberry, and apricot. So basically a lot of blackberry and peach, I guess. That sounds really delicious. Oh, good. Okay, there's a double spice chai, which is probably pretty strong, but I love a good chai tea, so I can froth some milk, put that on top, and make a little latte. Absolutely perfect for this time of year. And I also have Davids's Organics Sun, Moon, and Stars tea. I have no idea what this is. It says it's a powerful blend of 3 organic teas: green tea, jasmine, and oolong, reminiscent of the best pots you've savored in Asian restaurants. Oh, that sounds really, really good. Oh my gosh, this, okay, first of all, look at this adorable packaging, you guys. That is so cute. This one is a lavender Earl Grey. Oh my gosh. It says, even when skies are gloomy, this special lavender Earl Grey blend has an enticing floral aroma guaranteed to brighten your day. Brew up a cup of this unique twist on a classic blend and read as you watch raindrops roll down your window. Perfect for a reader. A little bit disappointed I didn't get like a fall, you know, pumpkin spice or something type tea, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure this Earl Grey will make up for it. Hello friends, welcome to an official reading update on Sweater Weather Readathon Day 5. No, I did not vlog at all yesterday. I basically just went to work. I started reading The Nature of Witches on audiobook, got home last night. I did start this, or I should say I started this Sunday, but I read more of this last night and it's very slow. I also had a terrible headache last night, and so I had to just go straight to bed basically, which is unfortunate because I really just wanted to read. So Lauren and I have been reading this and we're both reading really, really slow, so that's okay. Usually when I buddy read with someone, they're way ahead of me, so I already feel good that I'm not the only one falling behind, but I don't know if I'm gonna get this read in time. It's scaring me a little bit because I really want to finish it. It's just such a slow burn, and a friend on Instagram told me that chapter 10 is when it really starts picking up, and I am almost to chapter 10. I'm like 5 pages from chapter 10, so I'm hoping that it starts picking up soon. You basically have 6 friends in college, and it keeps jumping back to college days versus the present, and so it's a little bit jarring, you know, jumping back and forth, but I am enjoying it. The writing is superb. I love it. They also mentioned my exact town that I live in this book, which is always jarring for me. I'm like, is someone watching me? It felt really weird. So my plans for tonight have just been to read more of this, try to get as much of this read as possible. Tomorrow, unfortunately, is the last day, which is sad, but also I'm going straight from work to a concert, so I have 0 time at all to read tomorrow except to finish Nature of Witches on audiobook. I think I have about 6 hours left on Nature of Witches, which is like 3 hours for me, so shouldn't be a problem at all to finish this tomorrow within like an afternoon or something. But what I really came here to talk about and discuss with you guys is Pan's Labyrinth, and I am very shocked, honestly. I thought this was going to be a 5-star book. It was more like a 3, which is so disappointing for me, honestly. Like, I don't even know what to say. It was very disjointed, and I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just sit down and we'll watch the movie and it'll go a lot better. Yeah, the movie was just as disjointed and gory. It was fast paced, but also there was no background context for anything. Why were these magical creatures there? Why was she doing these tasks? Like, I don't think I fully was able to comprehend at all what was going on, but I read a lot of fantasy, so I feel like I would have liked it. So I think that's why I was, I don't know, kind of upset about it. But if you're thinking about picking this up, if you have seen the movie, there's no point at all in you picking this up. There are little tiny stories within the actual story that are kind of like a little bit of background that really cleared up a lot of things in the movie for me, but that part isn't in the movie. Otherwise, this entire book is the exact movie, like literally exactly. So unless you're like a huge fan of the movie and you're like, I really just want this in book form for my collection or something, seriously, you could just skip this. Like, it's either one or the other. So I don't feel like I wasted reading this, but also I almost felt like I would have just been fine watching the movie. So anyways, this was like a 3-star for me, sadly. Yeah, I was just expecting to like it a lot more. I loved the girl Ophelia, and I don't want to ruin the ending, but I just feel like the whole book and the whole movie is just for like shock factor. I can see why it's rated R now, because it just stuff blinds you out of nowhere and you're like, what? There's blood? What is happening? So yeah, can't say that I would recommend it, but if you love weird, like you love Tim Burton or things like that, I feel like you might enjoy it. But for me, I didn't love it as much as I wanted to, so yeah, anyways, it's probably gonna get a 3-star from me. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with where we're at. We're just finishing up book 4 and book 5. I probably won't check in with you guys again until I'm completely finished with my books or the readathon is over. Yeah, I will see you then and let you guys know how I did. Well friends, the readathon is finally over and I am so sad. You guys, I have had so much fun reading with you all. I have loved seeing your posts, and every part of this readathon has just been so fun. I wish we could extend it another week, but the readathon actually ended yesterday, so I'm going to give you a quick overview of my reading that I got done this week. It is getting really dark outside. It's after work, so I'm gonna try to do a quick reading wrap up for you. So the only book that I did not finish is In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. So sad. I was for certain that I was going to be able to finish this one. I'm about a little over a third of the way through. It's actually a lot more slow than I thought it would be. It's setting up a lot of the backstory, and it's more of like a whodunit than it is like a thriller so far. I have a feeling things are about to get crazy, but I don't want to spoil anything yet for you guys. I am loving the characters. I'm loving the friend dynamic in this, but I'm a third of the way through and I still have no clue where it's gonna take me. So yeah, follow me on Goodreads if you want to see my review, because I have no idea what to expect. And then we have my favorite book that I read, Seance Tea Party. Literally everyone on the planet needs to read this. I'm pretty sure I already ranted about this. Absolutely adored this. This fit the format that I typically don't read, which is graphic novel. I will be reading this every Halloween. It's the perfect mix of spooky yet cute. Anyways, it had me tearing up. I really did not think that I could tear up at a graphic novel. Go and get yourselves a copy, even though Halloween is past. And both of these books, I was actually shocked that I did not like more. Pan's Labyrinth and Nature of Witches. I actually gave both of these 3 stars. I'm one of those people that doesn't understand the hype. It was all just really random to me, and I don't know, it really wasn't my favorite, so I wanted to love this, but I ended up giving it 3 stars. And then I have Nature of Witches, which I actually really loved the whole concept, and it just didn't carry out like I wanted to. The magic system did not carry out how I wanted to. Our main character was kind of like stuck in the past, talking about her ex, and I don't know, it was kind of insta-lovey. I did like Song, the love interest. He's definitely a Hufflepuff. He loves plants. He loves reading. He's just like a soft boy. This just didn't do it for me. I was really sad. It could have just been because I was listening to it on audiobook. There was just a lot of politics to this that I didn't really feel like needed to be in here. I really wanted more from the seasons. This one just didn't do it for me. It was a little bit too young adult, if that makes sense. And last but not least is 13 Witches. I just saw that she released like the 2nd book cover, I think. I'm definitely gonna be picking that one up. This was 4 stars for me. I loved all of the spooky aspects. I did not realize there was gonna be like ghosts and graveyard scenes in this. It was very evenly paced throughout the whole book. I loved the humor of the characters. I loved the whole vibe. I don't know, there's just something about that wasn't quite 5-star, but if you're looking for like a spooky middle grade ever at all, or for next year or whatever, this was so good, and I don't know why more people don't read it, because I really enjoyed it. The audiobook was really well done as well. Well, there you have it, friends. Thank you so much to all of you who joined. Honestly, I was not expecting such a large turnout. I was just blown away by all of you guys that wanted to participate. Your guys' posts every single day. I was getting spammed with notifications on Instagram, and I loved it. I just can't thank you enough to all of you guys that participated and made this such a fun experience. I really feel like readathons put the community into Bookstagram, because they bring us all together to have us read fun, good books. You get new recommendations, you meet new friends. I don't know. After doing this, I really want to do a lot more readathons. Don't forget to tag us in any of your videos that you guys put up. I had so much fun, and I actually am caught up on my Goodreads goal now. Thank you once again to all of you for supporting my channel, supporting the readathon. I had so much fun. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.